Welcome everyone to another video. And in this video, a very exciting duo. This is the kind of a full edited version of the Dragon Breath Fire Blast buffed Palkia duo. You know, when we first heard that this duo that Palkia was buffed, a bunch of people were asking me and tagging me and asking if it was still possible to duo. And before Pokeball had the numbers up, they had like time to wins of like high 400s, like 493 and 500. So with a 20% buff, logically it'd be pretty close to 600. So I thought it was possible. So I had met up with Sparkle Tangerine, who is on the left and I am on the right. I had met up with her. We gave it an attempt when it was partly cloudy, and we were like super close. Like our first attempt, the game lagged and we didn't get it until 296, but we were like clearly really close. And then unfortunately our attempts after that weren't really that close, and then I had to go off and do something. And then when we met up later, we were trying to find it, but we were just doing raids here and there, and then we finally found one with Dragon Breath Fire Blast, which is the easiest moveset because again, Dragon Breath has very low base damage compared to Dragon Tail, and Fire Blast is weaker. It doesn't have stab, same type of attack bonus that Hydro Pump has, so it's overall weaker as well, like late damage move, etc., as I can break it down afterwards. And so we finally found a Dragon Breath Fire Blast, but when we got there, shockingly to our expectations, it actually turned sunny in the middle of winter in Toronto, which is crazy. And I really admire my raid partner's motivation to get this done, because she said, like, let's give it a try anyways. And so we gave Sunny boosted Fire Blast a try, which is more difficult than non-boosted Fire Blast for a couple reasons. Is that with a boosted Fire Blast, Rayquaza is unable to tank 2 Fire Blasts. So in a non-boosted scenario, we're able to go into a Fire Blast, get hit by a series of Dragon Breath, and then tank another Fire Blast and absorb that energy to turn that into DPS. So there we flip at 159. So with a boosted Fire Blast, we're worried about not getting the energy from these Fire Blasts, and then as well actually fainting. So you see there, I lobbied after 5 Rayquazas, and I lobbied into a second team of Rayquazas. So under some scenarios, I'm actually gonna faint after my 11th Rayquaza, which means that we're gonna lose, and that happened in one of the attempts. So this is statistically more challenging for us to complete, but we're always up for a good challenge. So Sparkle Tangerine's going to lobby right now. She's going to max revive her 100% Palkia that she got. She also has a series of other ones, so we're going to do some really cool and interesting videos afterwards. So just stay tuned and you'll be able to see and check it out. So really good lobby there, really good max reviving. And you'll see that Palkia, being a water dragon type, does double resist Fire Blast, which means that it is way tankier. Like obviously, like Fire Blast does like 1.6 times less because of the double resistance from the fire and from the water and dragon typing, and that really helps at converting energy, especially since Palkia has Dragon Tail Draco Meteor. Without the tankiness, it's way less likely. So we flip there like around 75 to red. So we know that as long as we have like decent RNG, we should be able to complete this raid. But I'm also monitoring the health of my Rayquazas to make sure that I don't faint, and deciding whether it needs to dodge. So there's like a lot of considerations for this duo because it is Sunny boosted. So because Palkia has Draco Meteor, it's very important that it has this tankiness so that it's able to more, on average, be able to get off more Draco Meteors. So they're really good RNG for me. I actually survived that with very little HP left and able to convert that entire Fire Blast into an Outrage. So it was really good RNG. So there, another Fire Blast. And at this point, I'm like, oh, okay, we're super close. As long as we don't get too late of a Fire Blast, we should be able to complete it. So here comes the Fire Blast. I'm able to get off this Outrage right before it. and Sparkle Tangerine does another Outrage, and then we finish off with Dragon Tools here. You can see that mine is lagging like crazy because the Palkia actually fainted due to the Sparkle Tangerine's Outrage. So really challenging. I was really excited that we got this done because especially with clear boosted Fire Blast, it made it way more challenging, and I was actually totally expecting to leave this day not actually doing the duo because of how challenging it was. But again, special thanks to Sparkle Tangerine for committing to doing this duo even when it was Sunny boosted and the odds were not in our favor. But if you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see everyone in the next video.